senior speech. This is a time to reflect on all the events from my past and then find a story that I think might appeal to all of you, right? Or I could share something about myself that is unique, different, and would set me apart from a crowd. Well, I skateboard, I play soccer, I'm bilingual, I'm not rich, I like music, and I wear a coat when it's cold. My point is, almost everything I do, there's at least one other person that does the same thing, and I don't want to bore you with that. So, I'm generally known as the type of guy who's always smiling or joking about anything and everything. I'm sure you've all seen me longboarding around campus or joking with my friends on our daily commute between campuses. This is the side of me that you all know, and this is what gets me up in the morning and gets me through the day. The other side of me is what I would like to share with you today, this side that is not happening on the outside, but rather the inside. I want to talk to you about nothing. One second. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. One beautiful summer day, my friend and I were having a pretty deep conversation on a very large and oddly shaped rock at Devil's Pool, and I asked him a very broad question that I'm sure everyone in this room has thought about at least once. What does this all mean? He responded by saying, "What do you mean, what does this all mean?" I then said, "What happens after we all die, and then what happens after that, and then after that, and so on? What does anything we do in our life mean?" I wasn't just asking him the question, I was asking myself the question as well, and we both came to the conclusion that essentially nothing happens, and in the end, everything could possibly mean nothing. We then disregarded the question for the time being and attended our usual arduous preseason soccer practice. It wasn't until that night that I started to think about the question some more. Here's my thought process. First, I'm born, and when I'm of age, I'm immediately put into a school system. Then I go to school for basically 13 to 15 years, during which I'm told what to do and when to do certain things. After this, I go to college for 4 more years, or a couple more, depending what I choose my major to be, and once again, I'll be told what to do and when to do certain things. Once I do all of this, I get a job and hopefully make a pile of money, because how else would I survive in a society that raises me to be predominantly judged on homework, test scores, and other various items that don't particularly describe me or the person that I am. But even after all that time of trying to achieve happiness and wealth, how can I know for sure that everything isn't essentially futile? So what is the point of living, you might be wondering? Well, the only answer I've been able to come up with is living in the moment. Living in the now and having as much fun as possible in those moments. And this is what I do every day. I do things because they feel good in the moment, and because I know that after that moment passes, it may not matter in the end. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find happiness in whatever I end up doing later in life, since I love making the best of any situation. But after all that is over and I die, it could all come down to nothing. No matter how many or how few lives I change during my time on this planet, it could all mean nothing in the end. Let me set this straight. I'm not questioning why we are here or why anything exists, but no matter how I break it down, once I get to the bottom of any situation, it could mean nothing. For example, that is what I did with the idea of the speech during the night of the mind-blowing talk on the rock at Devil's Pool. I broke this speech down piece by piece and analyzed the meaning of it. First, the senior speech advisor demands you to write a speech, then you write a page or two so that everyone has something to remember you by. Most speeches that I've heard in the past are all messages about morals you should live by or ideas senior believed in. But for me, what I'm worried about believing in is that there is nothing in the end. What I'm trying to say is that whatever the speech may be about, these will merely be words written on a piece of paper that will eventually be lost and forgotten forever. More than that, after everything is gone, it could all very well mean absolutely nothing. I don't have all the answers to this, but in the face of all this being nothing, I'll go on being the guy you all know. Skateboarder, soccer player, bilingual, not rich, coat wearer, having fun and enjoying each moment.